Right, here then. See if I can get this out of the way and sorted. And now I'm already after pressing. Oh, it's so funny. I immediately am blank after immediately pressing the button. That's actually funny. So not taking too long to explain this, like without the game playing, or explain it while the game is playing. Hopefully, if I remember, because there's a big chance I'll probably forget, as I how many times I've tried to do this at this point. So I'm not resetting other stuff because I need to just get this done. So this is no major glitches. We beat the game without using any. What's the way of describing it? Sequence breaking stuff, I think, is mainly what it extends to. Like, we can't skip islands, we can't skip boss escape sequences, that kind of stuff. Can't do certain level exploits, which only really matters for one level as far as I'm aware. That's the only way that really differs here. Makes one level slightly different. Most of the game is relatively similar. Especially once you get past Harry's itself. The game pretty much becomes the same, except you can't you can't skip pinball, you can't skip shield, you can't you can't get around Dominus really quickly, you can't do rear in 5 minutes, like those kinds of things. So like the list basically will just extend to. I will get the list up because that'll be easier. That would just be easier. Why don't I just have the list up? Why didn't I get this up in advance? I am professional, don't mind me. Or at least I try to say I am professional. It makes me feel better. Okay. Right, okay. So we're not allowed to skip tutorial. We're not allowed to skip islands or skip the boss chase sequences. We're not allowed to skip pinball. We're not allowed to do any variation of the funny, like, move techs. So that's no slingshotting, no hit and run, which no one uses. We are allowed to do 3D and 2D outside of cyberspace. Emerald storage, which you wouldn't do anyway because you're doing all the islands anyway. Not allowed to dupe the gear, but that doesn't really matter. And cross/slash warping has never been found to be consistent at the moment. So it's just the list is there and it's like thorough. So we do game plus, so we can have fun with spin dashes and stuff. It does also mean that we can have true ending as an option, I guess. That also is a thing. Right, so no resetting for my own sanity. So that means I have to sit through pinball essentially. And I'll do this stage twice. Maybe. Hopefully not. So, for the most part, the ILs are more or less the same. You do the same levels, pretty much. The only exception that you do differently is you do 3, 2 differently. Because you can't. do it, they can't do 3D and 2D in it. So you just do that slightly differently. I want to spend more time talking about Kronos and Ares because it is quite... It's more of the unseen part of the game than it is the thing, but unfortunately you get there, have to go through the tutorial and stuff. Oops, that's a problem. Oh, that's not, that's fine. I have to, yeah, people probably don't know that, but you have to make sure you touch the ground before you trigger that cutscene, because if you don't, you will, what will happen is you will just get put back to the last point you touch the ground, which will be, like, at the buttons. And that's not helpful. Oh, what are you doing, Sonic? Please don't do that. I know I inputted you to do that, but that's fine. It'll be worse. And you didn't block at least. And also, spin dashing just allows, like, with a lot of the stuff, the update 2 adds, it allowed for a lot more movement stuff. Especially with, like, jumps being longer and spin dash being a thing. I think we're still trying to figure out what it actually does to NMG as a whole. There's a lot less of us doing stuff than there is with any percent, so I'd have to consult with Nog what Nog knows, because I think that's pretty much it. Good for nothing, this is just the tutorial that people might not have seen for like 6 or 7 months. Can't skip it. It's fine. Well, that's fine. I messed that up, that's fine. I should have waited, what I should have done is I should have waited until... Can I please, like... Okay. Yeah, normally I just run and jump to his face, and then I just managed to mess that one up. First time for everything, I guess. It's alright. It's a conceptual explanation anyway. It is a hefty time loss though. Funnily enough. I mean, even if we could skip the tutorial, no sense I was distracted by it, like 1-2 being a lovely stage. Even if we wanted to skip the tutorial, or we were allowed to, we couldn't because you can't collect... Oh wait, no, can you? I can't remember. No, you can't because you don't unlock the first emerald until after you beat 1-2. Yeah. So it wouldn't matter. I don't think. I'm like 90% certain you can't pick up emeralds until after you beat 1-2. Don't need XP. Alright, so, Kronos. Very small, very short island. Not that short, but like not like 5 minutes short, but more or less. Like it's not that long. So you need 72 mems to get through it. The routing we have has 3 stray keys. Yeah, 3 stray keys. Because of funny 1-7 shenanigans that can happen. So like as I'm just gonna go through this like long, sadly, like unresolvable cutscene, which is funny. So the second stage, you need another 6 keys after doing 1 and 1-2 perfectly. That's 6. Yeah, because stage S and rings. Yeah, it's 6.
I guess that's one of the Titans keeping Amy trapped.
Because 1-7 has a very interesting, relatively quick easily IL route. Because the original concept, like way back, was to just do you would take the gear from Ashura's leg, turn around and do 1-3.
Are you trapped too?
Do not approach.
And then it wasn't until like enough of us sat down and
Sorry,
Oh,
like
kid, but I've got a job.
looked at it and was like, no, it's better to just go get 3 stray keys and then do 1-7 in like 20 seconds. Especially since like you can get to the keys relatively easily. With only like one of them being awkward. Oh, okay. I don't even know with that one. That's what I'm gonna have to look at later. Because I did boost, but I neither hit the rock or went past it. That's fine. There is a little bit of route variance that you can do. We'll get to that afterwards. I'll get to that after 1-7 because it's kind of just. Oh, I can. I'll do Coco and then Coco Roundup and say it. It'll make more sense. Actually, no, I can do it now. So, like, when it's more the setup to get to white.
I'm not taking that thing down the
There's
traditional way.
2 ways you can
I'm
do
gonna need
it.
the Chaos Emeralds.
Actually, there's 3.
Maybe a little bit of luck.
But there's 3 now, but there was 2. They're better approached from different angles. So if you were to say get yellow after everything I'm doing now, right? Like you get yellow now. Well, when you go past it. you're better off doing 1-7 and then going from 1-7 to white. If you do red afterwards, like you run straight to yellow and then you do red afterwards, after like you get yeeted into the rock, you're better off going from spring is in the air to white. Also, are you gonna behave for the camera today? You know, you're being well behaved for the camera today, aren't you? Yeah. I don't know, sometimes they're just like really annoyingly bad. I am not behind on tokens this time. Hooray, I guess. This key here. The third key also changes as well, if depending on which way you go. Like there's one by the pyramid as well. Just kill him because I can just do that. I keep forgetting I can actually just kill him. I can actually just kill him. It's not hard to kill him. Welcome to Sonic Does Gardening, which is finicky to do quickly because did I actually honestly use all 3 boost gauges without even noticing? Ah. Oh. That should be enough, right? Yeah. It's fine. So I'm gonna go, obviously go to 1-7 and then... Yeah, this new air momentum is really silly, but like being able to do jumps like that is really cool. Yeah, so we do that to get all the other 3 keys, and it ends up being slightly faster, but well, relatively faster than doing 1-3, 100%. Alright, this will be interesting. How is this gonna fare? Because this is a very finicky launch. This can be a very finicky launch. Up to this Coco rail and then over to the loop. The loop one is easier than the rail launch. And no. Skip an entire Guardian and a long painful climb. I am still... yeah, I am 1 short. I don't know why I'm going the way I am. Okay. Oh. Okay, I'm fine. I actually landed. Okay, that's fine. Then you get over to that dig and get that. Yeah, for some reason you need 71 to talk to that Amy and then 72 to talk to this Amy. I don't know why it ended up like that. When they like made the when they were deciding on the numbers. So it's kind of silly. A little bit of time lost getting the puzzle, but that's fine. Yeah, and then that's pretty much Kronos. Like, outside of the tutorial, it's not that long. And, I'm kind of weird. I kind of count the tutorial and the island itself as two separate islands, even though... Just by the way it feels. I don't know why I do that, it's not worth it. I have to figure out how I'm doing that first phase, because, like, you can do it, but it has to be done you can get into phase 2 while doing that, but it has to be done perfectly. Why am I messing this up of all things? Nope, that's fine. That's a mess. But who hasn't had a mess on Giganto in this game? I think it's like... It's the game's signature calling card at this point. I know, the idea... There is an idea I have for phase 2, which is a lot better, which is like you can cross-slash him, and if you get like to Mac... There is a point where like he will like squash you, and it overrides his laser shooting. And then you can like... You can do the counter parry and then kill him. And if you don't, otherwise he'll just like laser you. So that's also a thing. But enough about boss fights. We have a relatively long desert to deal with. So I think Ares is where people would like start to appreciate people end up starting to appreciate the skips they have more. I'm not gonna even like do the silly cutscene stuff. I'm still like not even used to the game, even though technically I can do it, but just still actually getting used to like moving around and these jumps and stuff, and I'd rather be used to how Sonic behaves before I start trying to do everything that Sonic does in half the frame rate. So, the stage order I'm really happy with. I'm really happy with the stages that end up getting done. The token routing is a bit, like, I think still up in the air. I don't think enough has, like, truly gone into, like, figuring out what strays need to be gone, but I think we're at a happy spot where like it's okay. And the natural story progression of this island does kind of like drag you around a lot, so there's not bad spots to get them. So the routing is... No, I'll go back to it actually. I need to pay attention to 2-2. This stage will like catch me off guard otherwise. Because Sonic has so much extra speed now. And like jump distancing. So yeah, no, the island needs 242 tokens, which is the most tokens in the entire game that you need to just be an island. Like, it has owner speed by a significant margin. For now. Pending anything else. Who knows what's happening, really? That's a mess. Anyway. So the route that gets done uses pretty much all except for like one of the dig spots. And yes, all but one of the dig spots, and yes, I'm only going to be over by like... And I'm only going to be over by like 5 or 6 tokens. Probably, because like I said, we haven't worked out the exact amount that you can not grab, or I haven't like worked it out how to route it. But anyway, well, where's this going? Well, where's the Wyvern is being introduced? Thingies.
While I cannot fully control it, I can awaken its rage against you.
So the key routing... Oh wait, yeah, no, I should tell that. So,
I need to find someplace safe.
the 80% people probably know about this now, but probably do know about this, but... Or if they haven't figured it out, they probably soon will do. So, in auto-scrolling sections, the game caps your speed, so you run at a certain speed. You know, to like get through the sequence too quickly. And yeah, no, yeah, and again, it's really annoying, and having your speed capped is really annoying and slow and upsetting. No one likes to be told how fast they can go and stuff. It's not very friendly. But for some bizarre reason, maximum speed air boost isn't capped. Normal air boost is capped. Normal air boost is capped, but max speed air boost isn't capped. It's really weird.
You cannot run forever.
It leads to some funny things. So you get to go through. It leads to a lot of speed increase on areas.
That was a warning?
And some minor, like, annoyances in Chaos. But anyway, yeah, back to token collecting. So the stages and how the gears get acquired has changed. Well, no, the stages haven't. Just how the gears are gone has been acquired. Something. So originally NMG fought 4 Guardians, and then it fought 3 Guardians, and then it fought only 2 Guardians. If you count the tutorial, if you don't count the tutorial, because you're technically forced to fight those Guardians, then you technically fight no Guardians at all. And I know I did the original concept bro for Ares, obviously, cause, like, one of the few people that actually had spent a lot of time doing stuff, but I forgot that there's actually a gear above here. So when I made the original concept saying, oh, you fight sumo, you get quick side up and fight sumo, I kind of forgot that this gear was, like, up here. Which was like an oops by me, I guess? Maybe I just subconsciously wanted to fight sumo, I don't know, like, could be that. Sumo's music kinda slaps, not gonna lie. Yeah, so, yeah, no, you don't fight any Guardians. Like, once you get out of the tutorial, you never punch a Guardian. You just punch Titans. Never overshot that one before. That's a new one. Something new every time for me. I managed to mess something different up every time, I guess. Obviously, I'm getting the purple coins for when we do inevitably end up on Uranus. Like I said at the start, the game kind of devolves. NMG kind of devolves to NMG with extra not NMG, any percent with extra steps. Because it just so happens that the fastest way of doing the islands is the fastest way of doing the islands. It's kind of weird the way that works out when you think about it. And because Chaos and Uranus and any percent are full islands, it's a natural tendency that the levels and the way things are collected are the same. To an extent. You know, minus the whole slingshotting across every island, conceptually, and stuff. So if you come out of 2-4, I should have white unlocked. Because I'm pretty confident I didn't forget to pick up a... I'm pretty confident I didn't forget to pick up a key. But it's fine, there's like plenty of keys in other places, it's not a problem if I did. Most of which I go past, funnily enough. It's not enough to make the difference though, you have to do 3 levels. And if you were entering those levels, and if you're entering those levels with the premise of half doing them, it kind of... I don't know. You'd have to like get some like... You'd have to like talk to like ILOs and stuff and just see what actually would feasibly be possible. Conceptually, anyway. Practically... Well, there's the difference, isn't it? What's practical versus what's theoretical? Excuse me. See, there are spots where like you can. Okay, so you can use. There are 2 minigames you can use spin dash in, and the only one where it might be useful is the first part of. Is like the first part of. Springers in the air from Kronos. Because like, Spring in the Air has a problem where like, it's on a hill, so like, if Sonic leaves the ground, he stops side-looping. Like, can you imagine it becomes quite an issue when you're trying to side-loop in a circle and then you just leave the ground. But theoretically, there might be a way of doing it, we just haven't like... Oh, I missed... Oh no, that should be fine, actually. Sometimes the older ways of getting things are better. Fine, just saying. I see, I already have a... I'm just starting to go to yellow now, and I already have like 2/3 of the tokens. It's... I actually made that. Okay, cool. I wasn't expecting to make that. I was expecting to like fall down weirdly or something. It's quite cool. That pathway is quite cool now because you get to like do some other like weird funny stuff. So originally and I can say this, originally the token routing that I had originally was more like precise. Ooh, please. Thank you. So like you would end up at the end with 242 exactly, whereas Like when Anakin did it, no, it wasn't Anakin. When Sid did a bit of looking, he's found like a lot of better tokens and stuff, so that we can end up like getting less without losing too much. Also, there were like other ways you can get to the crane at the end now, which having the extra tokens allows you to do. Also, but they love this game so much they put it in twice. They loved Cocoa Roundup. Just the way Cocoa Roundup works so much they put it in twice. I need 30. Yeah, exactly 30, so I can't. Yeah, so we'll give us say there's the crane unlocked. Which funnily enough, when obviously about the crane, they unlock before you talk to the character, which is odd because on Kronos the stuff only unlocks after you talk to the character. So I still to this day cannot figure out if it is intentional. If it is the intention that you like that you can do the thing before talking to the character, or you're supposed to talk to the character and then do the thing. I can't work it out. Because obviously we know Kronos was split, since we know Kronos was split later, when, well, but Kronos and Ornos were split later into Dev, then, just based on Miyamoto's tweets alone and stuff. So like maybe it was always meant to be like, or maybe they decided like later on that they wanted it to be that way instead of the way it is, but that means it's half and half, and it's kind of weird. We're basically saving one skippable cutscene. It's kind of weird. Work through the pain. The damage means nothing. I don't know why I'm still... It's some interesting muscle memory to, like, get the infinite boost while waiting for Wyvern. And like, because air boost isn't speed capped, it doesn't matter, because I'm not going to be boosting on the ground anywhere. I'm just going to be doing this. And, like... Well, where the game lets me do it. The game's kind of finicky with when you can, like, jump. And it's also a testament to how weirdly, like, some things work. So, for this, like, chase sequence to the boss, the path also generates in front of you at a set rate based on how far you are away from it. So as you, obviously if you go faster, it generates faster. There's a certain other, like, auto-scroller that, like, doesn't follow the same logic, and it's gonna be really weird. But we'll get to that when we get there. Won't be that long, actually, when you think about it. I did a little too much damage. That's fine. There is a way of getting hit Wyvern's health so that you go straight from... So you go from the missile, like that part, that one where you missile shoots you to this immediately, like immediately. You don't have to hit him or nothing. And like you need to like get like a stomp and a cyclone kick into second phase. But stats, yeah. Everything's got to be like harder and stuff because. Like, trying to, like, optimize bosses like that is really hard when you have stats in the first place, because Sonic just does damage. Well, that's, I don't want to, like, I don't want to be the pessimistic and say, oh, that's enough of the, newer content, I guess, because... NMG is defined by just the other two islands having to be done efficiently, whereas we just steal from any percent for the most part for everything else. So still, it's not without its own challenges, so still have to be able to move efficiently, and there is some other stuff, there is some other interesting stuff we get to do here, I guess. But for the most part, it's just the early game of Chaos especially is... don't you wish you could just... After like you see anything, you're like, don't you wish you could just do that? I'm like, yeah, I guess I could wish I could do that. But I stand by principles and I'll just keep going. It's fine. So, like, as any percent evolved past... As any percent took Slingshot and evolved, NMG kind of like just stays where it left, basically. So a lot of the newer routing around Chaos obviously is just but it's still fast. It's still done as quick as it could be. And it has a couple of things in it so that it can just do, which we'll get to after in a little bit. I keep forgetting I need to try and do that one because that's one of the easier mag dashes to do. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't pride myself on ILs because I never try and do them. It's just like a lot of the stuff is... And I guess the nature of speedrunning is you be quick or you're not quick, really, isn't it? Whereas I would rather finish. But I guess that's just me personally rather than it is things. I do want to try and do one. I do try and want to do 3-1 faster. It is one of them. It is quite good thing. Also, ignore the splits. We're not doing 3-4. I keep forgetting to change it. So yeah, we'll go and save Tails again. Obviously, even though text storage is allowed, it wouldn't matter because you wouldn't be able to set it up in the way. But like, we only ever used the one text storage, which was the Wyvern cutscene, which now any percent uses because reasons. Need a little bit of extra strays. You know what? Right? Like pre-update 2, and I'll say this. Like pre-update 2, I was always like, you know, the terrain on Chaos is really bad. However, I can say it with confidence that the terrain on Chaos being bad is really good with the spin dash. Because you just bounce everywhere. Also I need 30 coins, which means I need 20 coins. Oh, also, yeah, that really long rail. Yeah, that's I mean, you could always like do the sidestep launch to get there, and it was really like finicky, and you had to do it like perfectly. But with like the jump deceleration stuff, it's pretty much guaranteed. So that's like one of the hardest things from Chaos, just gone. For NMG anyway. Okay, so cool. It's another auto scroller. Air boosting, yeah.
What will you do?
Well,
The best I can.
do you know how I said during like during during the Wyvern Escape that like air boosting isn't capped? Well, the squid speed is. So, yeah. Can't really air boost because I'll catch up to him, and if I catch up to him, that causes a bunch of other issues. I'm not sure what the extent of the issues are. I think it might just limit itself to just not being able to get past him, or maybe like not being far enough past him but he doesn't speed up. I don't know how far away you have to be from him for him to speed up. It's weird. But the point is, I could get right next to him, he won't speed up. So, for the most part, it is slower to air boost. Well, it's not slower to air boost, it's more riskier to air boost. So, strap in for the long ride, really. Also, I'm not sure what happens if you get if like you end up like at this spot and you're right next to Squid. I'm not sure if the game crashes or not. It's one of them. Like, I'm not even sure if the game crashes.
So impressive, right?
Within expected parameters.
Like, I would have to know why the game crashes the way it does, because it says it's just like, and I know it's because you get there too quickly, but is it too quickly related to the game or too quickly related to Squid? That's something that I need to actually know, because not like it matters, because you couldn't do the section quicker if you wanted to anyway. Well, bye bye bed. No. Hey, here's a stage that's different. Even without the 3D and 2D in the stage, it is still the second fastest stage in the... well... no, it'll be third fastest. Just because of how quick you can do 3-1. So, instead of doing... so what we do instead is, ideally... yeah, there we go. Ooh. Oh, you can go over it. That's actually... I didn't actually realize you could go over it. I've never gone over it before. I've always gone under it. Huh. Yeah, so you mag dash off the balloon up to the stage, up to the end thing. And normally you just hit the invisible wall at the end and you go under to the spring. Oh, works, I guess. What am I doing? 3, 2, so it's that. Okay. Nope, I need more hype. I need slightly more hype. Oh, and I need to be and I need to be able to move in 3 dimensions, not 2. Ooh, that was close. Also, I think 3-5 is bad, but I think 3-5 was fine, and then Power Boost has made it worse. I think, because I just now like really just struggle with 3-5. Like Sonic doesn't turn anymore. It's kind of weird. And I'm still trying to figure out why. Like, the drifting was already, like, badly implemented. But I think the way Power Boost is implemented, it's like, the drifting is like using Power Boost, which Sonic doesn't turn well during Power Boost. He's very... It's very stiff turning. Which just leads to a scenario where like you could be pointing 90 degrees but be traveling like you could be traveling like perpendicular to the way you're facing. It's a very nasty stage. I'm not gonna argue with speed. That's not like I would never argue with speed anywhere. Please don't trigger Squid. Well, I mean you can trigger his like announcement music, but like yeah, as long as you're like not Squid scaring me, that's fine. Right, so I need one more key. Which I just normally choose to get. Oh, what did I miss? Oh wait, no, I was still in combat. Okay, right, yeah, fine. I forget, yeah, that's the thing. Never mind. Panicking for no reason, it's fine. Oh, I missed something, because if I missed the stage completion check, it would be like more of a problem. Because it's harder to get those keys than it is for you. But we're gonna chill out, hack the Death Egg by playing by playing an arcade game basically. And we're gonna go over to red. But unlike what the game is showing, we're not gonna use the underground bit. How are we gonna get over to red then if we can't like use funny launchers and stuff? Well, funny launchers or launching off of enemies thing, but like anyway, maybe I'm wondering how we're gonna get over there. Sonic can't. If Sonic can, if the Sonic Space Program isn't allowed, then where's Sonic gonna get that? Well, I'm padding enough. I've padded enough. Wait, no, I'm just gonna use the spade and use the fact that collision in this game is weird. So, like, there are some walls in this game that Sonic cannot touch. If Sonic touches them, he loses all control input whatsoever. There are some walls where he can stand on. There are some walls where he can maybe even run on. That just happens to be one of them. And then the way back, well, that's just the standard 2D and 3D in overworld, so that's fine. Honestly, if they banned that, that would have been funny. But it's only banned in cyberspace, thankfully. It would make something else really slow as well, but that's secrets for later. Also, only having to get 132 tokens is a massive change of pace. 140 tokens is a massive change of pace from the stage before it. So mechanical collectible. Fun fact: you can spin dash in this. Why? I don't know. But you can. I've lost practice of doing that, doing the slam into them. Oh well. Yeah, sometimes Sonic speed, even like right now, like when I'm aware of it and stuff, it still kinda catches me off guard sometimes. I am 1 token over. No, I'm 2 tokens over. Eh. That's fine. It happens. How many do I still need? 77, yeah, just 11. Tell you what, I will get my other ones.
I have found
something I was wanted to try in theory. Not sure about it though. Yeah, no, like, the end of Chaos is, with the exception of white, is pretty much identical. You collect the gears, you go and get yellow, you go to the then you go to the bridge. Which is weird. Like, annoying. I think it's cycle based. I think it's cycle based. Don't quote me. Because it might not be cycle based. I don't know how that last enemy at the bottom works. I don't know if he starts spinning when he's loaded, or if he's always loaded. I don't know if it starts when you get past the second rings or not. All I know is you need to be here when he's not spinning. Oh, also, I'm gonna get the text box telling me about power boost, which is funny. So, like, after this cutscene is over, I'm gonna get the text box telling me about power boost. Which is weird. So yeah, White Emeralds, which realistically the game should be telling you to get, and I don't know why it doesn't. So, to get to White without using any of the fancy stuff, you have to go through like a long 2D scroller, then go around, and then do a lot of long 2D scroller. So, we're gonna abuse the tiniest little bit where Sonic is actually able to move in 3 dimensions. And then it just didn't work. Okay, that's fine. Sonic just didn't want to grab that, that's fine. I'll try again. So, like, there's a tiny part on that rail just before, like, it goes around the final time. And then what, because once it goes around the final time, you get locked into 2D. And you can launch off of it and end up on the other side. And then you're in 3D in a 2D section. I just take that spring again. Really? Where's that spring? There is a spring here, isn't there? Right. Okay. I'm forgetting how the game works, it's fine. So yeah, long and short of it, that's how you end up up here. It's fine. So you get the last of your mems. There is a bunch of strays in case you need them. And to everyone's like best part of the game, it's so the best part of the game is so good. Everybody just wants to skip it. Because they don't want to, because everyone doesn't want to enjoy themselves. I will have a save for this. I literally would make a backup save just to not be stuck here for 5 minutes. Yeah. Just saying. Could be really finicky, but it's usually well behaved, isn't it? Right, pinball table? So, pinball table, yeah. So the red ring spawn is dependent on how many balls are left. So you might be wondering why I still have 2 balls left, and the reason is like I trust the pinball table more than I probably should. But it's in case we have a disagreement and you're not completely... I mean, that was me. That was mostly me. But it's mostly in case you have a disagreement and like the ball like bounces out or something. Man, no. Like, so it's like... It's annoying. Sure, it's a run killer for sure. I would have a plan set out for it. So that it wouldn't be as big of a problem. I do wonder about why they set the point total what they did. It's kind of weirdly high. Sad. That was a relatively paced pinball. Not gonna lie. Like, that's supposed to be compensatory, by the way, when it gives you, like, twice your multiplier in points, like, as you jump down. That's supposed to be the compensatory for the game, like, being screwy. It doesn't change the fact that you have no control over it, and it's kind of bad. Please get out of the hole. Thank you. So rendering timers are 20 seconds, 10 seconds, and 5 seconds. Why did I hit that? And pinball's at its scariest when the ball is in that corner. Ball is in those corners. Because it can bounce off of the triangle into the gutter. Way more than it probably fucking should, but... I can't even get up the top now. Ugh, it's scary enough, man. Just the longer I'm in here, the scarier it becomes. It's kinda weird. Ooh. There we go. We're fine. We only lost like 4 minutes. Pinball. That's fine. I would give it like I would give it like 2 long attempts, like two like 128 plus attempts, right? Like, and then love a save. Got it. Why do I get the fast knife fighting now of all fucking times? Of all the times. God damn it. That's not as easy to do. Do I get perfect shield too? No, I don't get perfect shield too. Oh. Okay, fine. Yeah, so like, when the night cutscene, before the night cutscene starts, there is like a couple of frames, if you're in the right position, where you can grab the emerald. And if you grab the emerald, like after obviously when you skip the night cutscene, the intro cutscene, you'll start grabbing the emerald cutscene, which means you don't have to like climb up it. It's faster. I'm gonna save like a minute, I think. Actually, Mario. The fact that this might actually beat the 155 I have, which is like quite funny. Oh, and it's like that, yeah. Rare. Which is probably not spelled correctly. Oh, wait, no. Ah, yeah, no, that's what it's called. I forget that's what it's called. Oh, I forget my own, like, bad jokes sometimes. It is appropriate for an NMG split, though. It's fine. Yeah, I'm not locked, so I'm just gonna take that slow. The thing about Rhea, it was about consistency. And how much that's Rhea NMG. It's how much consistency do you want to do? Versus how efficient you want to be. And to be honest, as cool as Rhea is with slingshots, I prefer Rhea this way. Obviously not with all the extra balloons and stuff, because I think that's kind of like ruined it a little bit. Do 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 doodle do. Do 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 ba do. Yeah, no, that one's weird. You have to like avoid all the new stuff they added in for Tower 2, which is weird. And then everything else is the same, more or less. Yeah. My launch is finicky. If you get it though, it saves a lot. Tower 3 if you save it, if you do get it though. Oh yeah, this is the tower. This is the cycle tower. Yeah. You have to like. It depends on like where things are in cycle and stuff. Yeah. I forgot that like they butchered this tower essentially. Because now you just go to the top of the tower. I'm gonna lose time because because I messed up initially, and two because I'm like passing. A couple of skill expressive efficiencies left, I guess. Not that many though. Oh yeah. Tower 4 was called the Battle Tower because it was the tower you had to like basically fight your way up. And they added a bunch of balloons in update 2. So now you don't have to fight anyone. Except for that guy. Because you can't interact with the thing otherwise. Right, Tower 5. The tower which I don't know what they changed. Oh wait, I know what they changed. Yeah. I only see one bit of what they changed. I don't know what they did below here though. Oh yeah, they added springs. Yeah. These people like couldn't. Yeah, they added springs because people can't jump things, you know. Also, you can see Sonic kind of getting pushed around a lot because they're trying to force him into places where he shouldn't be ending up. Because they really wanted those springs to push you into those rings, so Sonic gets unnaturally pushed into those rings. Oh yeah, no, and then Tower 6 is just nothing, it's just all springs. They just turned Rare into an automated mess on easy, which is faster in most cases, because it just makes a lot of the stuff more consistent. Like, this will still be sub 8 minutes. It'll actually be relatively close to the... Actually, it'll be relatively close to the PB I actually have for the island. Yeah, 7:31. Like we used to think like 8-minute rate was good, and then they'd made it that. It's like, yeah, it's not even like most of the NMG stuff. It literally just is all the springs and stuff has made it easier. I have enough coins, but I'm gonna grab these anyway because I want to make sure this gets done. So, Oranus, yeah, the place where I guess you could say is the most different. Mostly, it's mostly only different because because it's slower. It's just
Big.
I don't, Sonic.
Of course.
Would you? Do you?
it has there are ways of like doing the things that they do, doing like the way that they do them in
You see?
without doing them. That's a sentence. I'll try that again. There are ways of like getting around the islands itself without doing the slingshot stuff.
What? Nice. If you fry.
So we still get to completely ignore.
Like to try?
We still get to completely ignore the idea of getting blue, then red, then going to green. There is variations. Because we There is route variations as well. So like there's the simple straight and narrow of 3 stages. Which is very easy on tokens. And super safe and consistent. Very easy to do. You don't have to think about strays as hard as you would. For the same amount of coins, you can also do 2-stage Orinus, which is a little more stray heavy. And you just buy 7 extra keys. And then 4-1 disappears. It also means that you don't need another gear, which means you don't need to fight anything. Or buy a gear even, for that matter. And everything kind of just takes care of itself. Had 100, didn't I? So I will have 16 at last, well, more than 16 at last fish. I'll have 20 at last fish. Or not. Oh, okay. Guess I wasn't counting correctly. That's fine. I have more than enough. I do have more than enough. It's just I thought I had more than 2 spare. I guess I don't. That's fine. There we are.
Would you like to try?
I counted them separately. I counted the keys separately because like I need to count the 5. I need to count the 5 that you need to get, and then I need to count the stage. Oh, and this is kind of smoother on the terrain as well. That's also on the list of things that deceleration has made a lot easier. So yeah, I'm where I'm not supposed to be. but I used the game itself to get there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is finicky now, isn't it? Because Sonic is moving a lot more aggressively. Yeah, it's quite finicky. Sonic has a lot more speed in the air, especially when coming off of ramps and stuff. Wall climbing? Hey guys, did you know you could wall climb? I honestly didn't know I could wall climb. That's an example of a wall Sonic can't touch. It's really weird. You'll know if you find one because Sonic will just drop whatever he's doing to slide. That's half the tokens, more or less. I'm gonna just try and do a quick count while I'm hacking. Check what I need to do still. So there's one on the way there, one by 4, 3, one by red, that's 3. One by yellow, that's 4. One on the way out, that's 5. Have the pit, which is 6. 4, 6, which is 7. By Y, which is by time, which is 9, by time, which is 8, and then is 72. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're in the pit at 6, up 7. 4 is 8 and 9. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's exactly. No, it's not. I need 190. I need 10 more then. Okay. I just go down then. I'll just go all the way down then and come back up. Right. I just planned Orinus out loud. It's not really important, but like, I had to know how many I still needed to get because it's like I keep overestimating how many I need to get. Nine. Eight. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. It's better that way. Yeah. So I should be able. I'll just go. I'll just go to the last dig spot and I should be fine. Worst case, there are other tokens. I'll be fine. Getting. For free. I need to learn how people do this stage, because I kinda don't know how people do this stage. I'm just gonna close this out super safe, I guess. Yellow is unlocked. Hooray! Remember to get the last gear from the forest. I don't know why I bothered, because you're never going to hear most of it. Like, you're never going to hear enough of it.
Ruins and treasures. You'd be right at home here, Nux.
Hi Konichi, I couldn't remember where you were. Right, going slightly to the left, that's fine. Oh, I should have been more to the left, right anyway, never mind, yeah. I didn't pick up right, did I? Oopsie. Fuck. Well, I know I messed something up somewhere, that's fine. It's fine. It's better if I do it this way. I got too distracted by just going. Kinda forgot to grab the emerald. It's not that far from the thing, it's fine. if I save time, I haven't actually saved time. It's the way PB saves time, it hasn't actually saved time. It's a bit weird. Yeah, that's what happens when I like get too hyper focused on something. I'll just forget about something like relatively important. Right, so I go to red now. I could have skipped it actually, considering white won't split, I think. Right. This is over. Just give it, I'll give it a split. There we go. What are we gonna get? Woohoo! No, not that. Actually, no, it's a lot easier, but it's a lot easier because I have stats, but like, God, I hate when I accidentally do the wrong thing. Supreme is pain at the end of the day. Yeah. That is the most... Okay, I guess I have to explain why that's funny. Because... the game... okay, so sometimes the game will like say, hey, you can sense the enemy attack and all that stuff. And like, it did it because Supreme was going to hit me. So it says, hey, you should parry when you see this like white squiggle thing. And it's an unblockable... meanwhile, it's an unblockable attack. Which is why I found it quite funny. What is this?
Is that it?
Give or take.
All we did was chase it out of its shell. It's retreating into space to regain its true form. Even Supersonic won't be able to stop it. I know what I must do. I must leave you.
I understand. Go. Fulfill your function.
Hurry, before it regains its full strength.
Ladies first. Be careful, dear daughter.
50. Yeah, 54. Yeah, this is 50. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's like. Huh. Well, no, it's 51. Yeah. Yeah, 51. I lost 4 minutes. I lost like 3 minutes to pinball as well, didn't I? Yeah.
He took your lives. Are you going to let him do it all over
And I lost
again?
3 minutes to pinball. That was
need
easy.
your help. We can end this. Please. Now or never.
Oh yeah, because I didn't. Yeah, because I didn't miss the input that time. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay, fine. That samples that. I like honestly like. Now that that's over with, feel a lot happier. I'm bashing my head against the wall. So I actually like when I was like losing runs to pinball the other week. It's like I didn't actually need to reset at all, which is actually quite funny. How much did it lose? Like, yeah. What would that be? That would be like 7, not 7, that's 720?
Please, look after
What's the 350, which is
Father.
48, 47. Wow, actually, yeah. Maybe I am still fine. On the bright side, I guess, the curse is broken, I guess. Positivity, I guess. Wins the day. Until like I do a 2 ending and I get like 154 or something. Like we'll be back to business as usual. Yeah, I know. That's that. Right. Time to sort all this mess out. Got a lot else I need to do today. As I do every day.